YouTube? Cheatmaster55 here, coming at you with a deck profile for my Nekroz, built for the June 12th, 2017 Banlist. I apologize for the lack of uploads, guys. It's been way too long since I made a video. I don't want to babble too much, but I just want to say I want to be back as much as possible. I want to make more videos, and I want to give you guys some deck profiles, some gameplays, possibly some trade binders, stuff like that, while I have some free time in the summer. So I thought no better way to start off than doing a deck profile on my currently favorite deck of all time, which is Nekroz. It's the deck I have the most fun with, and it's finally playable right now in the format since Dimensional Barrier's been phased out. That card basically crippled this deck. They could call Ritual and you wouldn't be able to play. But now that that card is not seeing as much play, this deck is far more viable. Of course, it's still, of course, a rogue deck, so your results, don't expect anything crazy like Zodiac level powerful, but it can prove to contend with the best. Playing against Zodiac, it has a very favorable matchup with powerful cards like YuGiOh and Colossus, negating things like Dryad and Broad Bull, and it really puts them under a lock. So, it's a really fun deck, and without further ado, I'll jump into the deck profile. So I want to start things off with 3 Nekroz of Valkyris, your Battle Fader / Draw Engine, and 2900 Beat Stick, followed by 2 Nekroz Colossus, your Spell Searcher, also negates monsters from the extra deck during either player's turn, and makes their attack 0, which is cool. Nekroz YuGiOh, the main lockdown, the skill drain for extra deck monsters. Nekroz Embryonic has the ability to bounce back 2 extra deck monsters and search your deck for any Nekroz card. Any Nekroz monster, excuse me, and then 1 Nekroz Trishula, which is basically just Trishula. But, of course, if anyone knows who has played this deck before, not as powerful as the real Trishula since you have to have a target for each thing, including a card in hand, graveyard, and on the field in order to resolve its effect, which is the only real downside to this card. But other than that, extremely powerful. This is the full lineup for Nekroz monsters, ritual monsters for the main deck. It's all you really need. The Valks, you gotta play them at 3. Colossus at 2. I've considered going from 3 to 2, but you never want to see too many ritual spells. YuGiOh is at 1 because it's at 1 on the ban list. Same thing with Embryonic, and you don't need any more than 1 Trishula. Moving on from that, the one other Nekroz monster that I main is 1 Great Sorcerer. He's not bad tribute fodder. He's good to cycle back a YuGiOh or tribute with Valkyris when you're doing your draws to also get a search for a second Valk. He also can search out YuGiOh, since when he's tributed, he searches any spellcaster. He's also a level 4, which is not bad for your rank 4 plays, if it does come up. Following up on that, you got the normal summons of 3 Manju and 3 Senju. Self-explanatory, they search every card in your deck. I follow that up with a little Gishki engine of 1 Deep Sea Diva and 2 Gishki Visions. For those of you who don't know, Gishki Vision is a Shuret replacement. It counts as the entire tribute for the ritual summon of a water monster, and it can be tutored out of the deck onto the field with Deep Sea Diva. So these cards in tandem are pretty strong. The only thing that sucks is that Diva does eat up a normal summon, so if you open it and one of the Jews of Manju or Senju, you got to make a choice as to which card you're going to commit to the normal summon. But Vision is a very powerful card in order to replace Shuret. Of course, it's nowhere near the level of Shuret's power, but it does make it so your cycles are far more live, especially bringing cards back from the graveyard like Trishulas and stuff like that. Moving past some of those engine cards, I'm playing a massive amount of hand traps, honestly. 3 Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit, 2 Droll and Lockbird, and then 1 Maxi. This deck is tailor-built to go second. Nekroz, they need the extra card. They prefer to go second. You can dismantle big boards, especially Zodiac boards. I mean, this deck kind of scoffs at Dryden. You can summon a YuGiOh into that board and not care, just negate all their monsters that are special summoned from the extra deck, which is really powerful. And since we're always going to be going second, we want to have hand traps so we can play on our opponent's turn and kind of shut them down mid-play. So Ghost Ogre, in my opinion, is probably the most powerful hand trap of the format due to its destruction. I wish I had Ghost Ashes. I would probably put those in place of the Droll and Lockbird. So if you do have Ghost Ashes, probably replace the Droll and Locks with 2 Ghost Ashes. That'd be my recommendation. But Droll and Lock is still really good, especially during before the June 12th format. It's very strong to stop the Lunalight combo, and it's also not too bad against the true Draco deck. Stop them from doing all the draws. And Maxi, of course, is to punish those special summons. Moving on from that, I'm playing a Kaiju package of 1 Gamma Seal, 1 Kumungus, and 1 Thunder King, the Lightning Strike Kaiju in the main board. Also playing Slumbers. It's very powerful. The strong board wipe. It may lose to Ash, but still having the Kaijus are very strong. It can give you fodder, putting cards in the graveyard as targets for Trish. It gets you over monsters such as Trident, Masterpiece. It's very strong, very powerful outs to very problematic cards. Excuse me. Alright, moving on to the spell lineup. Our ritual spells are simple as it gets. We got 3 Kaleidoscope. This is by far the most powerful ritual spell. Using your extra deck for fodder is just amazing. Follow that up with the second best is going to be Nekroz Cycle. This card's awesome. Recurring cards from the graveyard is great. Bringing back that Trish that you might have used to protect your Unicorn on the previous turn is no laughing matter. Gishki Vision is really good in combination with this card. And the last one that I was talking about is the Nekroz Mirror, which you use the materials from your graveyard for. It's probably the weakest of the 3, but is still very important for your Trish plays. Moving on to the other spells, we're playing 2 Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. Like I said, it sucks that it loses to Ash, but if it doesn't, damn, it's a powerful board wipe. Moving on, 2 Twin Twisters for back row removal. I've been back and forth on trying to find a slot for the 3rd Twin Twister. I thought about cutting a hand trap, but as of right now, playing it at 2 has sufficed. Might consider bumping it back up to 3, but right now the 3rd copy resides in the side deck. Moving on from that, playing 1 Reinforcements of the Army to search out Colossus. This is basically the 3rd copy. 1 Raigeki as another board wipe in combination with Slumber. This one can't lose to Ash Blossom, which is good. And finally, the last spell is 1 Preparation of Rites. Super strong card. So that rounds off the main deck. 40 cards on the dot. You want to keep it as consistent as possible, considering how many cards on that deck are on the ban list. Mostly it's consistency cards, including Brionac, Unicorn, things like that. Chirrut hurts, but you got to keep the deck slimmed down to 40. Would not go above by any means necessary. Moving on, I'll go to the extra deck now. So starting things off, you got your rank 4s. Castel, Skyblaster, Musketeer. 1 101 Silent Honor Arc. 1 Diamond Direwolf, 1 Digusto Emerald, 1 Abyss Dweller. The Utopia package, I'm playing a full package, including the Prime in the middle there, just because I have the room. But to be honest, I would either cut the 101 or the Utopia Prime for a Tornado Dragon if I had one. So if you have a Tornado Dragon, those are your slots that you're going to want to put it in for, because it's a very strong card. But I would definitely recommend keeping in the Diamond Direwolf, because there are times where you want to clear off your own board of monsters in order to access the spell card effects, the ritual spells in your graveyard. Moving on from the rank 4 toolbox, I'm playing 2 rank 9s in the form of Phantom Fortress and True King of All Calamities. The way to summon these is with Trishula and the level 9 Kaiju, Thunder King. That's basically the only way to get these on the board, but if you can, it's extremely powerful. You can take a second card out of your opponent's hand after you've already trished them once, leaving them in a very crippling position. Or if you could also summon True King of All Calamities, which will also have devastating effects. So those are the rank 9s we have access to. The extra deck is very versatile. The deck honestly doesn't need to go into the extra deck. It's very powerful without it. But you want to keep your options as open as possible. Moving on, playing 1 Herald of the Arclight to send off Kaleido for Unicorn, 1 Stardust Charge Warrior, and 1 Brionac Dragon of the Ice Barrier for level 6 Synchros. You can send them to Kaleido for Brionac, and you can also summon them with Deep Sea Diva as your level 2 tuner. The level 6 Synchros are a little less viable now after the banning of Norden, since you're not going to be instant fusioning Diva back nearly as often, but it can still come up from time to time, and it's never strong to sleep on. It's very strong to get that extra draw and to have access to Brionac. And finally, the last Synchro I play is the level 11 target for Kaleido, and is also summonable by syncing a level 9 with Deep Sea Diva. That's Star Eater, which is pretty cool. And after the Star Eater, the last card in the extra deck is your level 12 target for Kaleido. This can be anything that is a level 12 in the extra deck. You can have it be Quasar, or you can have it be Blue Eyes Ultimate, 5-headed dragon. For me personally, I like Blue Eyes Ultimate. And moving on from there, we got the side deck. This is going to vary depending on the level of play you're taking it to. If you're going to take it to a regional, be prepared for some Zodiacs and some True Dracos. That's what I've mostly tailored mine to. Also a little bit to Paleozoic and basically to the own deck. Like, I'll explain my choices as I go through. 2 Danko Sekka. Like I said, these are for the Paleos in case you encounter them. Very strong card, just says no to their entire deck. 2 DD Crow, just another hand trap to bring in if you're going second against either the, mostly the Zoo deck. It's not as strong as hitting the Norden, but still hitting that rat is very crippling. And 1 Gamma Seal as an extra Kaiju to bring in, especially against the True Dracos. Those are the regular monsters. I have 2 ritual monsters in the side. One being a copy of Nekroz at Gungnir to bring in when you're going first. It has stun properties as well as protection properties. You can use this to protect your Unicorn from destruction, from board wipes, and it makes a decent stun card if you want to summon it on the first turn. This combined with Unicorn is a level 11 Kaleido. And also play 1 Ally of Justice, one Nekroz of Decisive Armor. I was saying the real card's name. Definitely not playing that. But the Nekroz of Decisive Armor is very good searchable out to Masterpiece. It's searchable with your Manju, Senju, stuff like that, so it can come up in the True Draco matchup. Moving on from there, I've got the 3rd copy of Twin Twister. I'm playing a single copy of Solemn Scolding to put in when you're going first. And then I play the entire Brilliant Fusion engine in the side deck, including 3 Brilliant Fusion, 1 Trick Clown, 1 Gem Knight Garnet, and 1 Gem Knight Seraphonite. And the purpose of this is when you're going first, you can side out the Kaiju Slumbers and the Kaiju Engine in basically for this, which is a lot stronger going first, and especially in combination with the Jews. If you open Brilliant Fusion and 2 Jews, Manju or Senju, that's very strong. That's 2 searches for rituals. So that's basically everything for the deck, guys. That's all I got for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, make sure you leave your opinions down below in the comments, and subscribe for more videos. Hopefully I'm going to be bringing you guys some more content as soon as possible. But that's everything, and thank you guys for watching. This is Chi Master 55 signing out.